21 Psychological Facts About Love. Welcome to PsychSen. On this channel, we explore different psychological facts and videos designed to improve various aspects of your life. So if that sounds interesting, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get notified of our future uploads. Number 1. Triangular Theory. The triangular theory of love suggests a clear formula for the components of different kinds of love. There are 4 types of love: romantic, companionate, fatuous, and consummate. Each type consists of 2 of the 3 factors needed for love: passion, intimacy, and commitment. Romantic love is a combination of passion and intimacy. Companionate is intimacy and commitment. And fatuous is passion and commitment. Of course, the truest and strongest of all is consummate love, which consists of all 3 components: passion, commitment, and intimacy. Number 2. Love can be addictive. That feeling of euphoria you get when you fall in love is the same feeling that drug users experience. During the initial attraction stage of a relationship, a chemical is released. That chemical is called dopamine, which is also activated when using cocaine and nicotine. When a person takes a stimulant drug, like cocaine, their brain is triggered to release dopamine, one of the most powerful feel-good chemicals in the brain. Falling in love is much like taking a dose of cocaine, as both experiences affect the brain similarly, and trigger a similar sensation of euphoria. And unlike cocaine, which damages the dopamine receptors, causing addiction and other harm, love is essentially harmless. Number 3. Love is timed. It only takes up to 4 minutes to decide whether you like someone or not. If you want to make a good impression on someone, you've only got about 4 minutes to do it. When it comes to deciding someone else's personality, our brains take in an astonishing amount of information very quickly. To make a first good impression, it is believed that it has far more to do with your body language, tone, and speed of your voice, rather than exactly what you say. Number 4. Cuddling is a stress reliever. Whenever you're feeling stressed, hug it out with the person you love. Studies have shown that, when couples embraced, they had increased levels of oxytocin, the hormone responsible for lower stress levels, and mood boosts. Every time you and your partner cuddle, it triggers the release of the happiness hormone, oxytocin, to increase your mood and well-being. It's worth trying hug and cuddle medicine before jumping to chemicals and pills. Number 5. Couples' heartbeats synchronize. Research has shown that, when 2 lovers stare into each other's eyes, their heartbeats will synchronize after about 3 minutes. Meanwhile, other studies have shown that, couples spend about 75% of a conversation making eye contact, as opposed to around 40% for an average non-romantic pair. For whatever reason, eye contact is a massive factor in human intimacy. Number 6. Love changes with time. Researchers suspect that, romantic love lasts for about a year, tops. Couples at the very beginning of a romantic relationship will be very different a year later. Romantic love is what makes you experience sweaty palms, butterflies, and euphoria. After the romantic love fades, it's followed by what's called committed love. The transition is linked with elevated neurotrophin protein levels in newly formed couples. Number 7. People in the same league are more likely to end up together. People will often fall in love with, and form relationships with those that are of a similar level of attractiveness. Many social researchers indicate that, there is a pattern in how people chose their mates, or romantic relationships. This is demonstrated through a matching hypothesis, which indicates that people are more attracted to others who share a similar attraction level with them. On average, when one person is more physically attractive, they will often have other traits that are considered socially or culturally unattractive, which level up the overall attractiveness of the couple. So if you happen to meet a gorgeous person, it's not uncommon that the beautiful one might have a few annoying qualities, while the unattractive one has lots of other great features. Number 8. Heartbreak is real. Yes. Heartbreak is very real. When experiencing the loss of a loved one, the brain releases chemicals that weaken the heart, and result in chest pain and shortness of breath. Research has provided evidence that intense, traumatizing events, such as a breakup, divorce, loss of a loved one, or physical separation from a loved one, can cause real physical pains in the area of one's heart. This condition is called broken heart syndrome. The condition is often misdiagnosed as a heart attack, and tends to affect women more often. Number 9. Love can make you crazy. Something you may or may not know about love, is that it can lead to serious infatuation. People in the early stages of love have lower levels of serotonin, which is associated with happiness levels, and higher levels of cortisol, which is associated with stress levels. The same levels of serotonin that bring about infatuation, are found in those with obsessive compulsive disorder, which is an anxiety disorder. This is probably why you cannot seem to think of anyone else when you're in love, and why people behave so differently when they're just beginning a new relationship. It works the other way around as well. People with lower levels of serotonin fall in love, and get into sexual relationships quicker than others. Number 10. Some people can't feel love. Some people are incapable of experiencing love. The condition is known as hypopituitarism, a rare disease that doesn't allow a person to feel the rapture of love. The disease doesn't just limit your ability to love though, it comes with a whole host of other symptoms. This condition can be managed with hormone replacement, by putting love back in place. Number 11. Laughter and love go hand in hand. If you want to build a closer connection with your spouse, then consider watching a new comedy show together. In one study published, in the Journal of Personal Relationships, researchers concluded that couples who laughed together were more supportive of one another, and more satisfied in their relationship, compared to their chuckle-free counterparts. Number 12. Love potions are made from human sweat. Nobody likes to be the smelly one. Many of us undergo a huge amount of effort, just to avoid smelling like sweat. But did you know that? Historically, human sweat has been used to make love-attracting perfumes, and even love potions. Sweat contains pheromones, that are key ingredients in attraction. Number 13. Adventurous Love. You never know where you'll meet the love of your life. You're more likely to fall in love with someone, if the first time you meet is during a dangerous situation. Studies show that, if a man meets a woman in a dangerous situation, and vice versa, such as on a trembling bridge, or in a burning building, he is more likely to fall in love with her, than if he met her in a more ordinary setting, such as on the street. Number 14. Love influences creativity. Research has shown that, thinking of love influences creativity and abstract thoughts, as well as long-term planning. Because they are associated with more distant and abstract considerations. Thinking of sex, however, influences immediate, or concrete decision-making, and attention to momentary details. So the next time you're struggling to come up with an idea, or a solution to a problem, take some time to stare at a picture of a loved one. Number 15. Looking at a picture. Speaking of pictures, it's not just cuddling that releases oxytocin in your body. Research has shown that simply looking at a picture of a loved one, will have similar pain-killing effects to cuddling. Even though it was long known that the presence of a loved one, has a lot to do with patients' recovery and improvement. It has been proved that the same goes for even a picture of the loved one. The experiment showed that when experiencing pain, study participants exposed to pictures of their beloved, and to distracting word games had their pain reduced far more, than those exposed to the same distracting word games, and pictures of acquaintances. Number 16. Kissing extends your lifespan. According to one study published in the Journal of Marriage and Family, married individuals were 58% less likely to die over 8 years, compared to those who had never made it to the altar. Men who kiss their wives in the morning, are thought to live up to 5 years longer. Kisses in the morning are one indication of a more loving marriage. And the health benefits of being in a happy marriage are almost endless. Number 17. What women want. Women around the world, are more likely to fall in love with partners with ambition, wealth, respect, status, education, a sense of humor, and who are taller than they are. Women also prefer defined cheekbones, and a strong jawbone. All of these are indicators of high levels of testosterone, the confidence hormone. Women also tend to feel loved when talking face to face with their partner. Men, on the other hand, often feel emotionally close when they work, or talk side by side. Number 18. Couples who are too similar to each other, are not likely to last. As the well-known saying goes, opposites attract. And research proves that this is partially true. Couples that are either too similar, or too different tend not to last very long. As researchers found that, similarities will help form a foundation. But if both parties cannot learn from each other, they tend to part ways sooner rather than later. Number 19. Butterflies are real. When and if you fall for someone, it will probably be hard to avoid the feeling of butterflies dancing around in your stomach. The expression of having butterflies in your stomach is a real feeling, that is caused by an adrenaline rush. It's closely related to our fight or flight response, letting us know something good or bad is about to happen. Number 20. Love is blind. When looking at a new love, the human brain suppresses the parts of the brain associated with social judgment. No one wants to think they could fall in love with an awful person. So in a way, love really is blind. This blindness is critical for us to move forward in our relationship, and is usually required to move on to the attachment stage, as scientists call it, so that relationships can last longer. Number 21. Love matters. A 75-year-long study by Harvard has shown that love is all that matters. The participants' lifelong experiences revealed that happiness and life fulfillment revolved around love, or simply searching for love. So even if you never find it, simply looking for it will lead to a happier life. That's something we can all do. Falling in love is exciting. The colors seem brighter. Obstacles seem to vanish. The whole world is a more beautiful place because of our newfound lover. Although this may seem true at the moment, some of these strong feelings are occurring due to chemicals released in the brain. Though being in a relationship comes with its downsides, it's worth suffering through those tough moments, just to reap the many benefits that love has to offer. At the end of the day, nothing is more rewarding than being in love, emotionally. Thanks for watching. Here are some other videos you might like. Be sure to give this video a like, comment below if we missed anything, and of course be sure to subscribe for more life-changing content.